first saw you in the city, right between where the cars pass through.
Hey guys, it's Chloe. Today I'm going to be filming a really exciting video which you guys have been really waiting for and you've been asking me to film for quite a while. And if you can't already tell, then this video is actually going to be a what's on my iPhone. So this is my iPhone right here and it's actually my brand new iPhone 7, and you'll have seen that I did an unboxing video in my last video where I went out and bought it and everything, kind of like that. And so yeah, this is just kind of like a video to show you what's on my iPhone. And I have done one of these on my old iPhone 6 and you guys really enjoyed it and you found it really useful to find the apps which I use and the apps I found helpful. So I thought that I'd do another one for my new iPhone 7 since I've got loads of new apps and helpful tips which you might want to use. So the first thing which I'll show you is this is my phone case, and I got this phone case from, I actually think I mentioned it in my last video where I unboxed this phone. I got the phone case in, if you live in the Leeds area, then if you go into town, there's basically like some stands and stalls which sell phone cases on. And I got this phone case out of the Leeds car phone warehouse, which is near Trinity Centre. And they were selling these and they're so cute. And I think there's quite a few stalls which sell the same phone case. And this was only £5, so that's really good. And I also bought the screen protector, a glass screen protector with it, which was also £5 because I really need a glass screen protector because I always end up dropping it because I'm clumsy. Anyway, so my screensaver on my lock screen is different to my home screen. But my lock screen is this picture of an ice cream. How cute is this? It is literally like adorable, and I took this myself and I took it as like a mint chocolate chip ice cream, and it was like in front of roses and I thought it was really cute, so that's why I took it. And then if I unlock my phone with my finger, then this is my screen which pops up. So the first thing I have on here obviously is my main kind of like area. I have my emails, which I don't really check that much because I don't really use emails because I'm only 12, so you know. And then I've got calendar, which I actually use this a lot because I use this more than I use like a paper diary or something like this, because I just find it on my phone, it's a lot easier. So I just write like loads of dates and things which are going on, and it's actually coming to 6 weeks holidays, so that's why everything's really free, because, you know, because I have no school, no events at school, so life's easy. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to uploading quite a lot of videos. Sorry about the storage on my iPad just ran out. Anyway, as I was saying, yeah, I'm really looking forward to uploading a lot of videos for you guys during the 6 weeks holidays. Anyway, so the next thing I have is photos, and I'll show you a few of my photos. I find it so cool. I basically just did this like 2 minutes ago. It's basically like a zombie look. And I just like use this to make, I use like tissue to make it. It's the first time I've done it, so kind of like don't judge because I know it's like peeling off at the edge and everything. But that was like my first attempt and kind of thing, so I just thought that was really cool. Oh yeah, and this is a photo of me and my friends when we went to this event. The next thing I have is camera. Obviously I have a camera because, you know, I film videos on my iPhone, so I need the camera. Next I have maps. I do not use this at all because I don't really need directions anywhere. I have clock. I use this sometimes because I find it interesting to find out like what time it is in different countries. I don't actually have any different countries on here on this phone because I need to download a few, but yeah, I don't really use that too much. Then I have weather, which I use like legit so much. I use weather a lot because I actually live in the UK, and if you live in the UK then you'll know what I mean. And the weather is so important because you never know how the weather's going to turn out over in the UK, so that app is like the most important out of all of this on this page. Next I have news. I sometimes read the news because I just find it interesting to see what's going on in the world. I don't really read it that often, but you know, I've got it there just in case I want to read it. Then I've got home. I don't even use that. That obviously just comes with the phone, and yeah, I don't really use that at all. I have notes, which I usually write video ideas down on. And like these are Q&A questions for a Q&A, which I'm actually doing soon, which will be going up soon. And then I have stocks. Don't use that. Reminder, I actually didn't even realise I had this. I totally forgot about that. But yeah, that's actually probably going to be really useful if I use that more often. Sorry, as I was saying, sorry, my mum just rang me, so I was just talking to her on the phone. But as I was saying, I was up to App Store. Yeah, I do use App Store because obviously I download all of these apps on the App Store. Next, I have iTunes Store. I don't really use iTunes. I use Spotify, as I'll get onto later, and I'll tell you the reasons why later on. And then you got iBooks. I don't use that either. I don't really read books on. I don't use like online books. I usually read like normal books, even though I don't really read at all, to be honest with you. But anyway, that's why, because I only ever read in school, and I can't really get whip my phone out in school and read an online book. Anyways. And then I have health. I don't use that because I've got other things which I use, which I'll get onto later. And then I have wallet. I don't use that because my card doesn't work with wallet. Then I have settings. Obviously use that. And then this is just like a folder of all the average apps which comes with the phone. And I've never really used any of these. I've never even seen any of these. These just come with the phone. Next up, I have all the apps which I downloaded apart from these top ones. I have got FaceTime. I do use FaceTime. I don't use it as often as what I used to do, but yeah, FaceTime is pretty useful. Then I have podcasts, which I don't even know what that is. What is a podcast? And then I have calculator, which I obviously use for my maths work. And can I just give you like a tip? If you are like me and you didn't even realise this, it was actually my math teacher which told me about this, because I don't have a scientific calculator at home, and I can't do my maths homework without a scientific calculator for the square root and things like that. So I didn't realise that you could do, because this isn't the scientific calculator bit, but my math teacher told me that if you turn the iPhone up onto the side, if it'll work now. I bet it won't work. Okay, it's not actually working right now, but if you can get your phone to tilt the other way, if you get it to tilt this way, then it actually comes up with like a load of other things, which makes it a scientific calculator, but mine's not actually working right now. But yeah, just a little tip for you there. Then next up, I have a folder called Health. In here, I just have my watch app, because my watch is obviously to do with health, and that's just my Apple Watch. Then I have Activity, which is also to do my watch app, and I won't have any steps on there to do, because I wasn't actually wearing my Apple Watch today, but because I was doing something with school. But it would usually come up with how many steps I do and calories I burn and things like that. Then next I have Nike Plus Run Club. And this is basically just tracks all the running which you do when you go out on runs. Next I have Food Scanner. I actually love this app. You might think I'm a really big weirdo for this. And it's actually quite interesting to use. If you scan basically what you do is you scan foods and things like that. I've got a bottle here which I'll scan. It tells you the sugars and things in it, and it is so cool to find out how much sugar and how bad the things you eat are. Does this have a scanner thing? Oh, it doesn't have a scanner thing on it. I was going to say on this, but it doesn't have a scanner thing on it. Sorry. But basically just scan foods in it. It tells you what you've got on it. I'll show you a few previous scans, like Swizzles, drumsticks. They have that much sugar in. That's bad. Anyway, I have Smart Recipes, which when I cook for myself, I like to have ideas, because I'm really bad at thinking of ideas for what to cook. Then I have Couch to 5K. I don't really use this. I just got recommended by a friend to use it, to download it, so I downloaded it. Then I have Sweatcoin. Let me talk about Sweatcoin to you. Sweatcoin is the best app ever. I absolutely love this app. Basically, I haven't had it open today, because if you don't have it open, then it doesn't actually work, which is telling me right now. But basically, you get money for walking. You get sweat coins for walking. I got 121.46 sweat coins, and I bought an Amazon gift voucher with this, so it's really cool, and I definitely recommend downloading it. And I'll link it down in the description box down below, because I'd really recommend using it. And I also use my link because I get sweat coins then too, so that's it for everything I have in the health app, so health folder. Then I have extras, which I really go into, because I just things which I don't really use, and they just come with the phone, and if you have an iPhone, you'll probably know what they are. And I don't find them useful, so I don't really think I need to tell you guys what they are. Next, I have vlog and editing, and I actually film and edit all my videos on my phone, apart from this one, because I'm filming it on my iPad, because I need to show you my phone. But I just have YouTube Studio, Creator Studio, which is really helpful if you're a YouTuber. Oh my god, I've just hit 150 subscribers! I didn't even know! I've literally just hit 150 subscribers, Can you see that? Can you see that, right there? Can you see that? It's, right there. Go away. 150 subscribers. I didn't even know that. Anyway, what I was saying was, sorry, that took me, by surprise. I didn't even realise I was anywhere near 150. Anyway, so as I was saying, this is really helpful if you're like a YouTuber and you don't have this app already, because it tells you like how many watch minutes you've got, what sort of what gender your audience is, where your audience is from, like loads of random things like that, and obviously your subscribers and how many views you've got. So that's really cool. And thank you so much for the support I got on my last video. I actually got 340 views on that, and that wasn't even up for that long, so that's like really good. Thank you. Next I have Collageable, which I don't use that often. I just sometimes use it to when I want to make a collage for a thumbnail or just for anything in general. Then I've got PicMonkey, which is a lifesaver. This is what I use this is what I use to like edit all my photos. Wow, it's been updated. I don't even know how to use this now. But this is what I use to edit all my thumbnails and everything, and it is so amazing. And it's just like, I used to just use a basic free version of it. Then I've got iMovie, and a lot of you ask what I edit on, and I actually edit on iMovie. Next up I have Google Photos, and that was just when I needed to transfer some photos from my phone to my laptop, because my laptop's a Chromebook. And then I have PicCollage, I don't use that often. And then I've got SkyQ, because we're with Sky for TV. You'll know what that is if you're in the UK, or you might even if you're in the US. I don't know, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't even know why it's in there, to be honest. I just shoved it in there, so yeah. Next I have social medias, and so I have Snapchat, the best social media ever. And like, you know, I just have, you know, Snapchats. Fun. Then I have Instagram, and you should definitely follow my Instagram, which is chloemintehxx, which is up there right there. It'll be on screen right now. You should definitely go follow it, because I post loads like cool things like these makeup eye looks, which I did the other day, which is really nice, which I did, and then I notify you when I upload a new video. Next up I have WhatsApp, which my friend just texted me on that right now, so I'm just gonna go reply to that. Next I have Musical.ly, which I don't often use, but if you want to go follow my Musical.ly, then you can. My Musical.ly is Chloe. You can either search up Chloe Minteh or chloemintehxx. I do a few musicals on there. I don't do them that often, but you can go follow it if you want. But yeah, that's just like my Musical.ly, and this is so cute, and I just have to show you it. They're my rabbits, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Yeah, definitely go check out my Musical.ly if you want to. I don't use it that often, but I do sometimes, so you can go check it out. Next, I have Facebook. I won't go into too much detail with that. I don't even hardly use that. It's not something that I should use that often. And not many of my friends really have Facebook, so I don't really use it. Then I have Messenger, obviously linked to Facebook. Next, I have House Party. This is probably the most, the kind of video chatting app which I use the most, because it's just you can fit more people than one, like different to FaceTime on there, so that's why I use that. But I don't use it that often still. And then I have Airtime. That's basically an app where you can watch YouTube while on video call with your friends, so that and they're watching the same thing as you. It's like it's on live with them at the same time, so that's really cool, I guess. Then I have Twitter. You can go follow my Twitter if you would like to. I believe you can just search up Chloe Minteh, and that'll be my Twitter. Next up, I have games that I never use. I have AA, which is like a pointy game. I don't even know what it is. Free play, Sims Free Play. I have The Sims Mobile. I have Episode. I don't even use that. I have Woody, which is probably the one that I use the most, because it's quite a cool app, to be honest. I would recommend it. Then I have Duolingo, which I use to help me with my French, because I'm not really the best at French, so I'm trying to kind of like help myself out with school, because I'm kind of like struggling with French. It's just really hard. Comment down below if you also find French really hard, but yeah, that's why I've got Duolingo. Next I have economic stuff. I don't even know why I called it economic stuff. I just have my card app, and then I have my bus ticket app, because I got the bus home from school. Then I have music. This is what I use. I use Capital radio station. I've got a Capital app because it basically just, Capital is my favourite radio station, so I kind of like just link it to my speaker, and then I listen to music on there, because it's like, I just love Capital so much. It's the best. Like, no one can tell me any different, because it is literally the best. Next I have Spotify, and the reason I use Spotify is basically because it's obviously free, and I use a free version, and it's so much easier to use, and you can make playlists and everything. Well, obviously you can on iTunes. I don't even know why you can on iTunes, to be honest, but I just find it a lot easier than what iTunes is, and obviously it's free, so you know, this is my albums, a few of my albums. And next, the last thing which I have is the New Look app, and I'm sorry if I'm really sniffly, by the way, I've got a cold. But then so basically I have the New Look app, and I just use this because New Look is my favourite shop in the world. Like, who else like this video? New Look is the best because it is. Okay, so then the last thing which I'll show you is basically just my screensaver. So I have a picture of me and my best friend, and we're doing like these gymnastics thing because, you know, like girls. And then I have this photo of me and my friends, which I'm like kind of cut out of there, if you can see me. And then half my ice cream, which is real sad, but you know. Then a picture of me and my friends doing like posing, so you know, because like we're models. Not, I'm joking, by the way. Please don't take my sarcasm seriously. Anyway, I've got to go because like I'm not with it today. I'm really not. Thanks for watching. Bye.